Hey, you guys, this is Christina with Leads and Leverage, obviously, and I am playing with Facebook Live again tonight, and I'm playing with the masks again tonight, the filters or whatever the heck they're called. Let me get balanced here. And I'm packed and ready to go for tomorrow, and I started thinking about some things and thought I should hop on with you guys and talk a little bit about it. This is a little bit shaky. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure it's going to be as steady as possible. So I want to talk about, I guess, comparisonitis is the terminology I can use for this. One of my members inside Leads and Leverage was talking about, like there's so many things inside the membership, so many trainings I can go through. I'm on this path, but then I see other people on a different path. I see I want to see these kind of results, but I haven't seen them yet. But others have said that they're coming, and things like that. And I was thinking about that because I was going to hop in the group tomorrow morning and talk a little bit about it, but I decided to come on right now and talk a little bit about it in my little cat ears and nose and stuff. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, it says talk to change your voice. Am I sounding funny? Maybe it has a funny thing too. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Myra. Hi, you guys. Say hi, you guys. Let me know you're here. I'm trying to not shake, but I'm like, let me find a better steadier option. Okay, so we're talking about comparisonitis, and here's the thing. Tomorrow I am heading to meet up with my mastermind, and this year, I'm about 6 months in, not 6 months, yeah, about 6 months in, and I decided that last year and this year, I was going to actually up-level my, the people that I am connected with and listen to, etc. And by that, I mean, I needed to be around people who have built a business to where I want to be, who've already been there. I need to be around people who understand my business a little bit, who understand about being an entrepreneur. So I wanted to surround myself with people who understood. So that's what I talk about when I'm in this mastermind. I pay to be in a mastermind. This is not like a little accountability group or a little whatever where people all get together and do like coaching and share their stuff. This is an actual business building mastermind. Now that relates to the whole comparisonitis thing, because I'm fairly certain when I look at the 20 people that are in this mastermind that I'm going tomorrow, and when I look at them and their businesses and I look at mine, I'm like, you know what? I am fairly certain that I have the smallest business there. And that scared me, and it excited me, because it scared me because I was like, ooh, what do I have to offer? So I was comparing myself. What do I have to offer? What have I learned that I can offer? And I've learned a lot that I can offer. But two, it also excites me because I know that I have a lot to learn. I have a lot that people can share with me. Now, how does this all relate to being, comparing to other people and what journey you're on, etc. There are lots of people, probably at least half of the people in this mastermind that I'm in have the same kind of business that I have. And the business that I have is a membership site, like a training membership site. So which all you guys know, that's what or you should maybe know, that's what I do. I help real estate agents grow their businesses, really. And I teach you guys how to capture, convert, and close Facebook leads, but leads in general, how to design your business around your life so that you can leverage your strengths. You can leverage what's coming out in online marketing or in the online area to leverage it to build your business. Now, there are several other businesses that are very similar, but in different markets. Some are in the music industry, as far as lessons, for instrumental lessons. Some are in fitness. Some are in creative business, but creatives, artists and stuff. One person's an artist and has a membership for artists. Another person is a creative and has a membership for creative. So my point is that they have very similar businesses. So they understand my journey. They understand they're ahead of me in some areas and they're not ahead of me in other areas. That is the same thing that goes on in our industry, especially inside of our membership, the Leads and Leverage membership. There are agents who understand your journey. Everybody in there understands the journey, but we're all in different places and we all have different paths we have to take. We all have different gaps in our experience. We all have different knowledge bases. And one of the things that we have to remember is we have to, we're going to get comparisonitis. It's going to happen. Hi, Eric. Hi, Myra. It's going to happen. It's how long you let yourself dwell on it and how long you let yourself, that you let yourself kind of dwell in it, I guess is the thing. Do you use it to discourage you or encourage you? We're all at our own place, at our own pace on this journey. So when you are working on something, you do have to have an understanding of your business. You do have to have an understanding of what the path is that you want to follow, a general strategy path. At the same time, you have to be aware that there are a lot of people out there that want your money. I'm going to take this mask off so I can get more. There are a lot of people out there that want your money. They have stuff to sell you. They have, I'm just fixing all that. They have stuff to, I took off the little cat thing. So yeah, they have stuff to sell you. They have things that they believe are tools or things that you need for your business, or learning or training, etc. But here's the deal. If you aren't sure of the strategy that you want to implement in general, even if you don't understand fully the strategy, even if you don't understand fully the steps, if you aren't sure of the overall strategy or where you want to get in your business, it's going to be very distracting and very confusing for you. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to compare yourself. You're going to always be looking for the faster way to do something. And because you're going to not have a clear path, even if you don't know, like I can only see so many feet ahead on my path for growing my business. I can only see so many feet ahead. I know where I want to go, but I don't know what the road looks like. I have a general idea. I know it's about building my list and nurturing my list. Same thing as you guys. It's about building your list and nurturing your list. But there are a million and one ways you can build your list. And, something that another person that I admire was talking about, he was saying, I know somebody who has built an 8-figure business, just like the business is very similar to the kind of business that I have. And he's rocking it using YouTube, using paid traffic through YouTube. Another person that I know is rocking it using paid traffic from Facebook. Another person that I know is rocking it doing like writing for like Forbes and Entrepreneur and things like that. But the key differential between all three of these, they're all three successful, but each one of them took their strengths. They took what they enjoyed doing. They focused and narrowed down not only the niche for their business, but the niche for how they're going to grow their business and just keep pushing through. So with that said, for your real estate business, no matter who you are, what you're doing, it doesn't even matter if it's real estate or not, you need to build your list and nurture your list. So build your list and nurture your list. So everything you do, it's a lot easier to not be distracted when you know exactly what it is you need to do, meaning I need to build my list. I need to nurture my list. So is what I'm going to do building my list? Does it actually help build my list? Is what I'm going to do going to nurture my list? If it's not going to do those things, you seriously need to rethink what you're doing as far as when it comes to growing your business. Can't use both my hands. I'm using one to hold the phone. Myra says it's sort of like driving cross country. Even if you have a map, you still have to drive a mile at a time. Exactly. And there's lots to distract you. Are you going to go down those paths of distraction? It's good or bad. It'll just take longer. If you do go down the paths of the distraction, you might learn something more. And by, I don't know, the little tourist attractions or whatever they are, you might learn something more. You might enjoy the journey more, but it's going to take you longer to get there. And everyone has their own speed. Everyone has their own thing. That's a great analogy, Myra. So that's the thing. If you're distracted a lot, it's because you don't fully have a at least a long-term general strategy of building your business. You don't really understand or believe that the whole entirety of your business depends on you building your list and nurturing your list. So those two things. If you're totally distracted because of whatever trainings or this or that, or you want to jump around, you are not trusting the process, building your list, nurturing your list. And like inside Leads and Leverage, we always talk about building your list and nurturing your list. And building the list, a lot of times you have to go backwards and leave a little bit more and work on your audience. What's your audience? You know, your Facebook audience, your page likes, your Instagram people. We don't really talk about Instagram all that much, or not a lot at all, but building your audience is a precursor to building your list, because that's how social media works. And so many agents just want to go to, I just want the people who want to buy or sell now. Well, hello, every single business wants to know exactly who's ready to buy or sell right now, no matter what business it is. But let me tell you something. People want to trust the people they work with. Period. They're going to buy a car, hopefully from someone that they trust. They're going to buy a house from someone they trust. Yes, we end up buying from people that we don't know and don't trust because we don't have a relationship with somebody that we know and trust. When we have a relationship with someone we know and trust, we don't use anyone else. We make sure to use that person. So you need to get into a position of where you're building a relationship. So you need to build your list, nurture your list. To build your list, you need to be focused on what will actually bring people into your list. To nurture your list, you need to serve them. You need to take care of them. And so the way to avoid comparisonitis, the way to avoid distraction and confusion is to know exactly where you are, eventually where you want to be, and what your exact next step is. You stop worrying about what your next step is next year. Stop worrying about 2 years from now. Stop even worrying about what training's next. Like right now, I know for sure I am working on 100%. My focus right now is doing videos on Facebook. Period. That is 100% my focus. That is, I am looking to build my audience. So my audience to build my list. So I'm going to be doing stuff like all kinds of these kind of videos and stuff because I want to build my audience. I want to grow my presence like this. And I want to reach more agents. And the way for me to reach more agents is to share more, is to help more, is to give more, is to serve more. So that's what I'm doing. When you think of it like that for buyers and sellers, how can you serve more, share more, teach more? How can you do that in order to build your list and nurture your list? What does that look like for you? I guarantee you it does not look like, hi, I have a house to sell. Do you want to buy? No. Okay. Next. It doesn't look like that, you guys. I understand the whole idea of saying next when something doesn't work out. But if we keep, the minute somebody doesn't want to buy or sell and we keep saying next, we're going to always be doing that. It's like always having to, like when you're growing a crop, it is literally like having to never have anything that comes back every year, or that never grows on itself, or you never keep the seeds to grow for the next year. You always have to buy new. We always hear the phrase that it is easier to keep someone that you've already gotten than it is to get new ones. It's easier to keep and nurture people that have bought or sold from you or who have come into your list than it is to go get new people to get into your list. You need to be getting new people in your list. You need to be building your list. But you need to actually look at, when you know that those are your two priorities, everything that comes across your plate, every vendor, every conference, every guru, every speaker, every top producer, every single one that has an idea for you or a product for you or whatever it is, you need to look at it and go, where does this fit? Is it building my list or nurturing my list? Where am I lacking right now? Where's my gaps right now? You know what? I'm actually not getting as many people into my list as I'd like to right now. All right, then you need to learn the strategies about that. Or, you know what? I'm actually not having as many conversations from nurturing my list as I'd like to. You need to look at this, not as terms of product and stuff. You need to look at it and see, where are you failing? Where are you dropping the ball? What are you not doing that will help build your list and nurture your list? And if you're in a, like right now, I am, because of all this video focus, I joined a membership for live streaming. Sorry, my cat's hungry and wants me to go in the room and feed him. Not going to. He's just going to cry at the door. He doesn't get fed for like another hour, so I apologize for that. But here's the thing. I joined a membership for live streaming pros, and I'm there. I don't know how long I'll be in the membership, but I want to up my game. I want to do more with this, which means I want to go deeper. I also just joined another group, or whatever you want to call it, to build more, I guess, I want to be more relevant. I want to help people more. So there's that as well. So I'm looking for, where are my gaps? How can I leverage this? And with Facebook saying, hey, look, we want to see you guys putting stuff on your pages. We want you guys to be creators. We want you to be video creators, content creators. We want you to not just share crap from all over. We want you to create crap, not crap, but we want you to create stuff. I'm like, okay, that's what I need to do. That's who I need to be. That's how I need to help agents. And that's where I need to spend my time. And so I know that. Knowing that, everything I'm doing still needs to build my list. It needs to nurture my list. So I look at everything I can do and see how it will build my list and how it will nurture my list. When my members are asking for help, can I leverage that? Can I help them and then leverage that to somehow build my list or nurture my list, or just nurture my members? So all of this to say, you have to stop comparing yourself to other people. Everyone is, if they're a good entrepreneur, real estate entrepreneur, any kind of entrepreneur, their focus is building their list and nurturing their list. Always. Yes, we have other things we want to sell and make money, but we never, ever, ever stop building our list and nurturing our list. Period. That is our absolute priorities. So how do you avoid the distraction? How do you avoid the confusion? How do you get rid of lack of motivation? You take action and you stay on that action. You don't let someone else control your focus. You don't let someone else's agenda control your focus or control your action. You don't let anything discourage you. You stay encouraged. You surround yourself with people who understand your journey. It doesn't matter if they're exactly where you're at, behind you or ahead of you, but you surround yourself with people who understand your journey, who understand the frustrations that you're going through, who understand the strategy that you're implementing, who understand or maybe have already figured out the gaps in their business and know that they can help you. They can guide you. So each person is at their own place on this journey. So that's all, like, that's what I wanted to say on here was about this, because I was just thinking about that, you know, going into this mastermind, and then different members in the group saying, you know, kind of distracted or lost some focus, or there's a lot inside the membership, and it can be overwhelming. Absolutely. But it's only overwhelming when we see other people and think we should be doing that too, instead of doing what we're already working on. That's when it's overwhelming. It's also overwhelming when we have expectations that, hey, we should be here. My list should be bigger. I should have more opt-ins, et cetera, et cetera. And we have these expectations, but we haven't mastered the way to actually build the list in the first place, or we haven't mastered the way to, connect with people and resonate with people so that they want to be on our list, on our email community, so that we can nurture them. So we have to realize where we're at. We have to realize this takes time. I mean, guys, I look at this and I go, okay, this is 2018. February of 2014 is when I actually opened the membership. So it's been almost 4 years now. And I love my members. I love my business. I love helping you guys. And I look at this, there are other people who started after me in different industries, similar concept, different industries, whose businesses are 4 times bigger. And I look at that and I'm like, should I get out? Here's what happens when I look at that and I do comparisonitis. Number one, I'm like, oh, should I get out of real estate? I mean, should I get out of the real estate industry? Should I go to somewhere else? And like, cause people tell me, oh, you should be bigger. You should be helping with that and everything. I'm like, oh, okay. I listen, but then I'm like, no, my heart and my passion is real estate agents. That's number one. Number two, I gotta remember who I was and who I am. where I've been, what I've done. I was sick when I first started this business. I could not work full time. I have to remember my health challenges that I had. I have to remember our life situation. I have to remember how I built it. And it's very different now than it was 4 years ago. Completely different. I wasn't traveling 4 years ago. I'm traveling now because of health and stuff. So it just, there's a lot of differences. You have to remember to not compare yourself, your back end, to somebody else's front end. You don't know what it looks like. You don't know what they put in to get there. You don't know how long it's taken. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know, a lot of things. Like this business that I have here, I'm like, well, why aren't we farther along? I'm like, well, because I haven't invested as much back into the business. And that's because from day one, we were living on this business. Like literally we were living on it. But I was looking at someone else's business whose spouse has an amazing job with an amazing income. And she has a very awesome business. She's an amazing person, but she's never, ever had to live on her business. So she was able to put 100% of that back into her business. So don't look at other agents. Don't look at other people. You can't do that. All you can do is look at yourself and be honest with yourself and say, okay, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I actually putting in the real productive, actual get stuff done time? Things like that. So yeah, that was all my stuff that I have to say about comparisonitis and distraction and confusion and lack of motivation. It helps when you know the path that you're on. I know there are a couple things that I want to implement into my business. I also know that right now is not the time. It's not the time. It is not the place in my journey for that. So you have to remember that where you are is where you're supposed to be. Be honest with yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people, but be honest with you about what you're doing and what you're putting into it, etc. So, hi, you guys. I see Martha's on too, and Myra. I think Rebecca was on. Eric was on. You guys are awesome. Cheris is on. Thank you so much for joining me. Tell me, I talked a whole long time. Now I actually have questions for you guys. I want to know, do you ever get comparisonitis? Do you ever feel doubt? Do you ever doubt what you're doing or the path that you're on, or just what you're doing? Do you ever have any doubt at all? Hi guys. Any doubt? And with that doubt, what have you found that, hold on a second, guys, I need water and I have to adjust this funky thing. Sorry. I didn't bring out the tripod. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think I was going to do a live. I didn't think I was going to do a live. So you do have doubt regularly. What do you do, Myra, to help get over that doubt, to help get beyond that doubt? Are you just secure in knowing that the doubt will go away? Do you have actions that you take, that you do to make sure it'll go away? I've gotten to where now I have a pretty clear idea of where I want to be. I also have a very solid idea of how I want to help you guys and how I want to help you grow your business. And I have a pretty solid idea of how I want that to be. Lots of flexibility in it. But I have a pretty solid idea, and that's what keeps me focused. That's what keeps me not comparing to other people, not comparing to some of the businesses that are just not actually, they're not interested in getting to know you guys. That they're not really interested in getting to help you on a level where they actually know you. That's not a bad thing. There are businesses, I mean, I don't know, there's all kinds of businesses that don't care. I mean, the food companies and whatever, they don't really care about having one-on-one relationships. And I don't know that I want a whole bunch of one-on-one relationships, but I want to understand you. I want to know you guys so well that I can help you through your struggles. And then I get to enjoy your successes. So that's kind of where I'm looking at. Myra says, I just keep going. If I stop, I go down a hole. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's Alice in Wonderland. Through the looking glass. Totally, I get it. So yeah, if you guys are watching this in replay, obviously, or live, just let me know if you ever have doubt, etc. And I will be getting on tomorrow. Like I said in the previous video today, I'll be getting on tomorrow. I am actually going to talk to you guys about post-engagement ads. It is so important that you're running post-engagement ads right now. They're an absolute priority because of the algorithm changes. Martha says, an every other day experience, put myself through that. You feel doubt. Yeah. Isn't it? It's frustrating that sometimes we feel like we're fighting the same silly battle. Like are we ever going to get over this battle? Or get through this battle? It feels like that we're doing that. Eric says, I have doubt sometimes when I refer to the systems that I have in training. Yeah, and the thing, and here's where I was going with this, Eric. The thing that helps me with doubt is when I am doing things or going through trainings, or I know I'm implementing something, I'm implementing a system that I know works. And I know it works because I've seen it work for other people. And even if it doesn't yet work for me, I'm trusting the process. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. I know it's going to work. I have to believe it's going to work, but I don't have proof for myself it's going to work yet. You know what I mean? That's the same with a lot of people going through leads and leverage. We have lots of people who have made it work. We have lots of people who are successful. But sometimes, and I always need to keep focused because I'm like, okay, if it's not working for me, what did I not implement? What did I not understand? What did I miss? And so I work on not having doubt, on trusting the process, on trusting the, I guess the expert, the person that I'm choosing to invest my time and attention into. And that's what I'm doing through the mastermind. I'm choosing to invest my time and attention into my mastermind leader and the people who are in the mastermind. And I have to trust that. I have to trust that I've made the right choice. I can't keep second guessing myself. I'm giving myself a 2-year commitment to this, not just a 1 year, but a 2-year commitment to this, because if 1 year's not enough, it's just not. And it's faith, Eric. Absolutely. I committed to 2 years, and I'm like, you know what? And Stu keeps talking. Stu's so funny. How are you serving people? He's always asking that. How are you serving them? How are you serving them? How are you serving them? What are you doing? How are you loving on people? How are you helping them? I'm like, I am not focusing on building my audience enough, like helping people this way. So I realized that, and I change it, change it. And of course, there's always other things that need to be done, and etc. Growing the team and making sure that all the members are being helped inside. There's a lot. However, the focus is always build your list, nurture your list. Build your list, like Stu says, love on your community, love on your people. So that's what I'm doing. That's what you need to be doing as well. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. I think there are people home now in my house, and I have an early flight tomorrow morning. So I will be hopping on sometime tomorrow. Personalized service equals referrals. It does. It does. And you don't even have to ask for referrals, Rebecca. Absolutely. Because people want to refer you. They love you. They want to refer you. Absolutely. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to talk about post-engagement ads, why they are a priority, why you need them now that the algorithm's changed, and how to find the right ones to do. So we're going to talk tomorrow sometime. I have flights all day. I have 3 different flights tomorrow. So I will see you guys sometime tomorrow. Thank you so much. And make sure you say hi in the comments if you're watching this. Talk to you guys later.